Good day to you all. So now we are coming to the third session of the research methodology course unit. So up to now, if I brief you what we already discussed in last two sessions. In first session, you understand about what is the meaning of the research. Then you basically get knowledge regarding the role of research into the organization as well as to the manager. And then we identify different extremes of research. And basically two types of research we call basic and applied research. And in the session 2, we in detail discuss about how to identify your research problem. So I let you know what are the steps and what are the actions you need to follow in order to identify your research problem. And practical session also, we guide you how to find your research area. Based on that, how to identify your research problem. Now, when we are coming to this position, that means in session 2, now you already establish your research problem. That means you already construct your problem statement and you know what you are trying to do through your research study. Okay, so then let's talk about a little bit more about your literature. Right now, we had already identified that in our last two sessions, specifically second session, about how to identify the research problem. In that way, we let you know how you are going to search the relevant studies that can be useful to your interested research area. Now, for an example, if you are interested with the work from home concept or work from home related issues, so then you search some articles or published document specifically in Google Scholar regarding the work from home concept, right? Then you identify the recently published articles, conference proceedings, as well as some textbooks, maybe newspaper articles relevant to the work from home concept. And if you consider about our second example, that the small businesses survival during the pandemic situation or the crisis management strategies of small businesses, then you search some articles relating to the small businesses crisis management. Then you have some set of things. Actually, that is what we call literature. The literature means the past studies or past documents relevant to your research area. So from today's session, we discuss in detail how you are going to do the literature review in your study. And when we are preparing your research proposal, this one is very important, because based on the literature, you are going to construct, you are going to plan your study. Right? So we will discuss more detail about this session. And once you are preferring this video, you have to refer the recommended textbook chapter 4 relating to this reviewing literature or literature review discussion. Right? So it is mandatory for you to refer the relevant chapters once you referring this online lecture materials. Right. So before we are going with the today's session, I like to introduce you activity 2. Right. Now you already complete your activity 1. That means it's relevant with your identified problem area. Right. I ask you to identify your relevant problem area based on your interest subject, based on your interested specific field, and then based on the recent areas published, recent articles published in your relevant interest area. Right? Now you already completed. Now your second activity should be, you have to write your problem statement. In session 2, I explain you how to write the problem statement. Right? So then you have to identify, you have to formulate your research problem statement. right? And clearly in the problem statement, it is required to include your justification of your research problem, right? So in the example of the problem statement, I explained you that how I justify there is a problem to research, right? Likewise, you need to justify. Don't write lengthy descriptions, right? You have to write very briefly what is your problem about, and based on that, construct your objective. Maybe one objective, or you might have more than two objectives, right? And according to your objective, you can develop your research questions, right? So you refer your given example as well as I show you how to construct the problem statement based on the articles, and you have to upload your answers to LMS, right? We will notify the deadline of the LMS of the submission date. So once we notice your deadline of the submission, you can upload your answers to the LMS as we discuss. So I hope that this is activity not going to be any issue to you, because we already guide you how to write the problem statement, right? So let's moving to the today's session. So we basically going to discuss about the what is literature and what is meaning of literature review. And then we search about the relevant literature sources. We let you know how to search relevant literature sources, and we give you more detail about the searching relevant sources in your practical session also. And then we guide you how to read and analyze literature critically, right? So reading literature means not just you read the novel or the newspapers, right? So you have to read it critically. The critically in the sense, you always try to read something relating to your area with the intention of identifying new. Okay, so that is the meaning of critical reading, right? You try to identify the strongest point of the published article as well as the weaknesses of the published article. And we try to identify the gaps in the prior studies, right? I already discussed with you a little bit about this matter in our previous sessions as well as a practical session, right? Then you are in a position to identify, you are in a position to critically read the literature after this session complete. Right? Then you have to construct the literature review summary table. This is very important, because once you read the relevant article, you need to prepare a summary table. Right? That summary table is very important for you, because it gives you clear picture about what already published relevant to your interest research area. Right? So then it helps you to make sure that what is your study about and how your study is important to others, and how it is going to be differ from the prior studies, right? And finally, we guide you how to write the literature review, right? So these are the things we normally going to discuss during this session, right? So first of all, let's see what do you mean by literature. Actually, the literature in the sense, the collection of scholarly writing on your research area. That means what others have been already published relevant to your research area. Now, for an example, if we take about our discussing example, like work from home concept, work from home issue, what we already discussed in detail in last two sessions, right? So when you are searching something relevant to the work from home, so that type of published document like journal articles, conference proceedings, theses, and some reports published in newspapers and some documents, we can take it as a literature. So literature means the collection of published document. Published, sometimes they are not, some document may not be published, but those are available for you to read, right? So then those kind of collection of scholarly writing relevant to your research area, we call it as literature, right? So it indicates like journal articles, conference proceedings, thesis, dissertation. I already show you those things, and the academic books, Then reports, Central Bank, World Bank, IMF report or Export Development Board reports, etc. And the statistical handbooks like Census and Statistics Department, as well as Central Bank also publish some handbooks, right, like the monthly survey reports. So you can refer those things. But the only thing is the literature should be the collection of scholarly activities or collection of articles or conference proceedings related to your research area. So those we identified as literature. Right. So what we call literature review. Right. So the literature review, now you identify that literature is something we call the collection of documents or collection of published documents relevant to your research area, right? So then what we call literature review. So review mean, actually it says you need to read, right? You need to look at it, right? You need to get some idea about what others have been done relevant to your research field or your research area, right? So in a literature review, very simply, if we define, it says you have to critically analyze about the past studies relating to your research area, right? You have to critically analyze. Okay, so and so while you are doing the literature review, that means once you are read the relevant literature and once you are critically examine the relevant studies in your area, you will be able to show your awareness of the present state of knowledge in your research. So it gives some indication. It gives some indication that you are well aware about what others have been done relevant to your research field, right? Now, for an example, if you search about the work from home concept or work from home issues in Google Scholar and you identify 5-6 most recent articles, right? Then once you are read it in briefly, and then you are in a position to see those are the areas that scholars already done, already discussed, already investigate, right? And you identify there is something I can also do based on that findings or based on that prior studies. Okay, so once you identify the recent literature, recent studies, you will be able to identify the seminal authors. That means who are the well-recognized authors in particular area. Now, if we consider about the competitive advantage, we know the Porter is the seminal author because the Porter is the well-known scholar regarding the competitive advantage, right? Yeah, for as an example, the motivation also, right? So there are several scholars. You identify them as a well-known persons in that particular field, right? So likewise, once you identify in the literature, relevant literature, you will be able to make sure that who are the seminal authors or scholars in your field. Then you can refer their works as a guideline or as a background of your study, right? And then you can mainly identify the empirical studies, what others have been done, what their findings, right? What others have already identified as a challenge of work from home, right? What others have already identified as an opportunities arising as work from home. Likewise, you are in a position to identify or examine the main empirical studies in your research area, right? And most importantly, you will be able to identify the gaps, right? Now, for an example, you read work from home concept recent articles, right? Like what we discussed last time about the small scale businesses, right? Now you read work from home recent articles. Now, once you read at least 5-6 articles, you identify that most of the studies have been done in developed contexts, like USA, European context, and some other developed nations. But there is a lagoon, there is a lack in the studies in developing countries like the South Asian countries and example as Sri Lanka. Right. So you can identify that gaps in the research field. right? Or else we can identify that the work from home, the prior study is mostly done for IT related sectors, right? The work from home concept mostly examined based on IT employees, right? Then you can argue that now this is already important for other sectors, right? Important for other sectors like education and some consulting firms, etc. Financial sector also, right? Then you can raise a gap. You can see that the prior study is mostly focusing on IT related sectors when considering the work from home concept. They identify the challenges employees face specifically in IT related sectors. But now it is important to recognize what are the challenges in other sectors also when work from home, right? So these are the importance of having literature review in your study, right? So you can identify seminal authors, you can identify what are the main empirical studies have been done, and based on the empirical studies, you can identify the gap. So what is the area that is not commonly touched, right? So these are the very important points for you to think, right? And very importantly, the literature review provides foundation to your research. So this is the most important point. This is foundation, right? Because it's helped to build a rationale for conduct your study. So based on the prior studies, we build the argument that the study is important because of this, right? So work from home, you argue that most of the studies applied in developed countries and IT related sectors. Now, this is required to apply in developing countries as well as other sectors. So you give the rationale, you give the justification based on the prior studies why your study is important to conduct. Okay, so this is what I highlighted in the problem statement also. So in order to write the problem statement, you need to review literature critically. So now I believe that what is the meaning of critically to you, right? So critically means you always try to identify the gap in this published article. What is the unaddressed point in that published articles, right? And how we are going to add something new to that research area. So that's the thing you need to identify through literature review, right? And once you justify, once you give the rationale for conduct research study, it will help you to define your research objectives and your research questions, right? Remember the example of problem statement. And then it helps you to define your hypothesis. So I told you that hypothesis means tentative statement. So we can construct the tentative statement regarding based on your research work. Right, we will discuss most of the thing in our methodology section discussion, right? But remember, the literature review help you to do those things. And finally, most importantly, literature help you to identify the relevant theoretical lens, the relevant theoretical background. Right now, when we're dealing with the crisis management strategies of small scale businesses, once you read 5-6 articles relating to small scale businesses and crisis management, you might be come across with some literature, some theory that other studies have been applied. What sort of theory they focusing on? Like motivation theory, like satisfaction theory, like demand theory, as well as the resource-based theory. There are several theories for crisis management, right? So then you can focusing on that, right? Then you can follow that theory to your study. So it assists you to make a good, strong argument based on the theory. Okay, so this is the way we can use literature review in a fruitful manner to your study, right? So once you do the literature review in a very effective way, you will be able to build up your study in a strong manner, right? So that's the thing you need to do in a literature review. Okay, right. Then our next question. Now we already know what is a literature, and now we understand about what is the literature review mean, right? So literature means the collection of prior studies relevant to your area, research area. And literature review means you critically read and analyze. You critically read and analyze what prior studies have been done, right? So based on that, you raise the gaps, and based on the gaps, you raise your research problem, right? So based on your research problem, you construct your research objectives, align with your research questions. Okay, so this is the way we do the literature review. That is the meaning of literature review, right? Then our third question, how we do a literature review, right? How we perform literature review. So that's the important question to ask. Okay, so in here you have to identify relevant literature sources. First of all, you need to identify the relevant literature sources. That's what we teach you in the practical sessions, right? Normally, I let you know, use the Google Scholar browser and you can search most recent articles published in your research area, right? So then first of all, you need to identify relevant literature sources. Then search literature and collect the relevant materials. Right. So then you search through the sources like Google Scholar and some other websites, some other reports. Then you collect those relevant articles or relevant conference proceeding, relevant theses. Right. Then thirdly, you need to read and analyze the literature critically. Right. You need to read. First, you have to read the article. I told you that first read abstract. If abstract make interesting to you, then read the introduction part. Right? If you feel introduction is also good, then you can read further. Right? So once you read it, once you read the article, you have to structure the literature review. Right? What is this article about? What it says? What they mainly focus on? Right? How they conduct the study and what are their main findings? And what are the gaps we can raise through that article? Those are the things we need to identify through an article, right? If you read that kind of 10 articles together, so then you are come across with a very clear background about your research, right? Then finally, we can write literature. So we can write literature very effectively, right? Then our first step, right? Identify the relevant literature sources. Okay, so what are the sources? I told you that we can use the Google Scholar, right? And Google searching. So when you enter in your interested specific area to the Google Scholar, you can identify a lot of articles relevant with that area, right? Then refer recent things, recent articles. Okay, and you can go with the relevant databases or portals, right? So in a practical session, we also give the more detail about those relevant databases and portals, right? If you go to the university library website, you can see a lot of e-resources available in library website. So we can refer those e-resources like Emerald Site, JSTOR, Social Science Citation Index, and Scopus database. So those are the databases including a lot of research articles relevant with the vast areas in management as well as other disciplines. So the only thing we need to do is we need to identify the relevant articles about your study. That's the most important thing for you to do based on the search of literature, right? And also we can refer websites of organizations like Central Bank, Census and Statistics, Export Development Board, and then some small and medium chambers and agriculture export department websites and IMF, World Bank, UNICEF, whatever, International Labour Organization website. There are so many websites available. So you can refer that and identify what are the recent things published in those areas in relevant to your area. Okay, so you can search. Now, you are very advanced with the technological context, so this is not a new thing to you, right? You can search it. Even the Facebook also, there are some blogs available, right? Even Twitter, there are some blogs available. So you can refer those things, right? Then get the idea about what are the published documents available in your relevant research area. Right? So this is the first activity in your literature review. Search literature. Right? You search. Right? So once you are searching, right? Now for an example, we are interested with work from home issues. Right? We interested with challenges faced by employees when they are working from home. Okay, so then we go to Google Scholar. That is the most important thing up to now, right now. So we just type work from home. Right? So you might be get vast amount of results, but you also interest with work from home with pandemic period, right? So you are interested with the challenges the employees are facing when they are working from home at a pandemic or crisis period, not the old situation. So we specifically narrow down it to the crisis situation, right? Then you type work from home and crisis situation. Right? Then we amalgamate two things, right? We need the work from home as well as the crisis situation together. So we need some published documents, published articles, which are addressing the work from home as well as crisis situation. Therefore, you go with the work from home and crisis situation. I believe you understand what I'm saying, right? So then it gives some narrow down the listed document, then you can easily identify some relevant articles to your area. Okay, and the other thing is we call Boolean search. These are we call Boolean search, and is a Boolean search. Why? Because it's help us to get together two concepts, right? Like work from home and crisis situation. Okay, and other Boolean is O. That means if we like this one, O as well as this one, or this concept, right? So work from home or online work, right? So we search something about work from home. Sometimes it says online work. Okay, so then we try to find it out, the articles relevant with work from home, and we insert the term O, and online work. Then you will get the articles either relevant with work from home as well as online work. Right? Then you can list it down what are the most important things to you. Okay, and the other one is not. Other Boolean mean not. That means we do not need to include that thing into your research area. Okay, so for an example, now we already know that work from home already identify in IT sector employees. Right now we are not interested with IT sector articles, IT sector related work from home articles. So we just type in Google Scholar work from home, not information technology sector or something like that. I believe you understand what I'm saying, right? So these search Booleans help you to narrow down your search. Right? So then you can easily identify the most relevant articles in your study area. Okay, so this is the way you can search. Right? So then once you search it, right? Once you are searching, you need to remember those things. These are the very key points you need to remember when you search literature. Okay. Once you search from Google Scholar and you identify some articles, right? You download it and you keep it aside. And my first advice is you do not need to read each and every research publication. Right? I told you the shortcut. First, look at the title. Right? So title gives some meaning to you. What is this study about? Right? It gives some interesting feelings to you. If you feel it, then read the abstract. Specifically purpose in the abstract. Right? So purpose, it's first 2 lines of the abstract. Right? Then read it. If you feel the abstract is interesting to you, then read the introduction. Right? Otherwise, you don't need to read all the publication relevant with your study. Right? I told you the research is your interest, not someone else. Okay, then you try to identify the seminal work in your research area, right? Who are the most popular authors in relevant to your study area, right? So you can take it as an benchmark to follow, right? So then you can easily read those persons' article, right? Without searching in the terms, you can put the author's name in the Google Scholar and you can identify that person's most recent articles in that particular research area, right? That's give you more flexible or more easiest way to find out your recent research articles, right? And other important thing is you can identify highly cited articles. What is the meaning of cited? Cited mean if I publish some paper, right, relevant with the work from home concept, and some other person also read my work, right, and he use my ideas to his or her study. That's what we call citation. I told you in the last session, right? That's what we call citation. So that person use my work, my ideas to his or her study. Then my work become cited, right? ඒ අපි කියන්නේ දැන් මම කරපු වැඩක් තව කෙනෙක් acknowledge කරනවා. ඒක යාගේ ස්ටඩි එකට අරගෙන මාව acknowledge කරනවා. ඒකට අපි කියනවා citations දානවා කියලා ආටිකල් එකක. right? ඒතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මම අර පෙන්නුවා අනුන් කරලා තියෙන දේවල් වල අයිඩියා එක අපි අරගෙන අපි ආව acknowledge කරනවා. right? මම problem statement example එකක පෙන්නුවා. right? So you can identify who are the most cited articles, what are the most cited articles in your research area. Okay, so this is the way you can identify, you have to do research in literature. Okay, and then you need to find the literature relevant to the variables, key areas in your study. Right now, so the work from home, you need to find out what are the most relevant articles related to the work from home. And small businesses crisis situation, you have to identify the most relevant things, right? So it is important for you to read at least 10 to 20 articles based on that area. And then you can come across with this article is good, this article is perfect, but this article is not good. Therefore, you finally list down the article which you label as perfect. Right? And the other important thing is you have to read the recent literature. I told you that at least 2020, 2021 article you first give the priority. Right? Then you can go back to last 5 years and then search again. First search 2020 to 2021 articles. Okay, and then you need to find the reliable literature, right? Now, everything published in Google Scholar is not a reliable thing, right? We sometimes we call junk articles. Junk mean those are not perfect, those are quality is very low, right? Everyone can publish now. There are so many publication opportunities available in here, right? But most of them are not perfect. Most of them are not perfect. So it is important for you to identify those things, right? So I will go to the Google Scholar and let you know how to identify the quality articles. Now we are in a Google Scholar account and I just put my favorite interesting area as environmental behavior. Okay, so then how we find out the quality articles? Right? How we find out the quality articles? Now look at the term in here, cited by. So it gives you some hint, some implications. These articles are cited by more than 3,800 people. This article is already acknowledged by more than 3,000 persons. Right? So this kind of thing we call most quality articles. Right? This is the articles which are highly cited. Right? That's the way you need to identify the quality articles. Right? And now next one, it's also cited by 709 people. Right? And the next one also it's cited by 906 people. Okay, so likewise, you can find it out, but sometimes they might be sure that some articles are not, there is no citation, right? Now, if we see some example, but in this case, there are so many articles already cited. Let's see if we have some kind of luck to find out things. Okay, here this is some kind of thing, right? So this article is just cited by 3, but remember it's only published in 2021, right? So it get times to get cited, right? But sometimes some articles are here it's only cited by 1, right? So likewise, please refer the cited option also, right? Please refer the cited option and make sure that those are cited at least 50-60 times once you refer that article. Okay, so that's the main important point to identify the quality article, right? So then you can refer those things in a proper manner, right? So this is the way you can search literature. Remember those key points, right? Remember, these are very important for you.